Alright guys, bringing you episode 2 of Maxwell N Friends, and this week we have a guy that's been on the channel before, and say hello Mr. TopperGecko.
Hello Maxwell, thanks for having me on. It feels like being on the Graham Norton show here. I've got Lady Gaga next to me on the sofa.
Yeah, that's for next week guys, Lady Gaga. How does it feel to be on the internet phenomenon that is Maxwell's channel?
It feels fantastic, you know, Machinima partner, Machinima director, Gigolo, international political assassin. Thanks for having me on. Get some good chat going, I'm sure.
Yeah, guys, TopperGecko's actually, is it 2 subs off 100 now?
2 subs, yeah, 2 measly subs, guys. Come and support me.
I know, 2 subs, man. I have like 1,000 odd. 2 of you must go and subscribe to him.
It's killing me. He's already killing me. You hear this, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, most of the ones that would go and sub to you probably already subbed to you because they're the more loyal ones. You know what I mean? Because they're the ones that
I just want like a sympathy sub now. 2 sympathy subs is what I need.
Well, hopefully they'll get you more than 2, but get them to 100 anyway, guys. And one thing I'll just say about you before we get into this, where do you get your fountain of knowledge from, right? I mention a video on anything, and you come back with like an essay in the comments about it. Like, I don't know how someone knows so much.
Well, up until about the age of 18, I never masturbated, and so I had so much time on my hands.
Right.
I could learn so much, and that's the reason why I know so much. You know.
Didn't really need to know that, but okay. Right, okay.
It's not true either. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's just I've got a good memory. I'm not very intelligent, but I've got a good memory, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna start with the usual like where did your name come from, but we already went over that in the last You'll commentary did. So we'll start with the cliche. How did you get into YouTube, man?
Well, got into MW2. Fucking loved the game, but I was shit at it, and I was getting so fucking angry when I was doing badly. So I thought, right, I've gone on the internet, try and learn some tips, because if I'm going to spend this much time in it, I can't be a loser. Is what I thought to myself.
Yeah.
Found Machinima Respawn, and then I saw like you had the opportunity to do like other like podcast type stuff beyond gameplay, and I thought, wow, that's fucking really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And found guys like 8 Thoughts and White Boy back in the day. Don't hate me, guys. I used to like him back in the day. And then I found Ken Burton, and I thought, wow, this guy's really intelligent, produces really good stuff, but his gameplay is shit. So I thought, I can do that. And then the Ken Gamers campaign started, like you know, because you're involved in that as well at the start. And I thought, wow, this is an actual opportunity to produce something and then put something on. So I went off, got my Dazzle 100, and the rest is history, really. Been doing it about a year, upgraded all my kit, and just do it for the love, really. So I'm no Maxwell. I get no YouTube money, but
YouTube money. Sorry.
Just a hobby, man. Just a hobby, eh?
Yeah. Well, that's what it was. It still is a hobby for me. I mean, I'm not exactly making big bucks. It's really just something that it's nice to be able to invest a little bit in the channel. Do you know what I mean? But,
sure, yeah.
So let's start with the main topic of today, and this kind of came because Ken Burton made a video about how he's bored of COD, and Ken does not easily get bored of COD. Right? That's a big statement when he does that, right?
Yeah, for real.
So, for me, I found it's went downhill since Call of Duty 4. Well, Call of Duty 4 and World at War, I love both them games. And Modern Warfare 2 had the potential to be the best COD. Yeah, I love COD. I love Modern Warfare 2. But towards the end of the summer, I was getting bored of it because of all the noob tubes and stuff. Then Black Ops, which I hated. I was bored of that after 3 months. And then Modern Warfare 3 came out, and I'm bored of it. I don't know if it kept me interested for even a month. So, I asked you, where is Call of Duty going wrong?
I've got... Briefly, mate, I've got 2 points. I'll go through them quick, so I'll try and monopolise the time and shit. Yeah. The first one is the consoles are the same, but the game keeps getting more complicated, the game mechanics and stuff, and that means the connection struggles to cope more and more and more.
Absolutely,
and every time they release a fucking COD, it takes months to get the connection right because they don't use dedicated servers. And that fucking pisses me off. More of my anger is to do with the connection than any other fucking bitch shit. Playing a game and it not being fair constantly fucking drives me crazy. The second thing is that even when they know they're pissing people off, they keep things in the game because they keep them there for the casual player. Because if you're starting multiplayer for the first time, you can't have it MLG, and because of those things like second chance, etc., you get by the end of 1 year of playing a COD, you're so fucking angry, and then a new COD comes out, and it's the same shit's in there again, and you just can't believe it. It's like your eyes are bleeding. But you forget that the YouTube community is like 1% of the entire total of people who play the game, and they just don't give a shit about us. So those are my reasons. Anyway, what's your reasons? But that's enough.
Well, I was going to say there, actually, the next year's could be on the next gen console if the Xbox is out at the end of next year. Do you know what I
Is
mean?
it going to be that early as Xbox? I didn't realise it was that early.
Well, there's rumours. Apparently the dev kits and all were sent out. Well, not last year. Seems like this year, but last year. A lot of people, a lot of people are thinking that Xbox are going to release the new console. Well, not release it in E3, but announce it, and then they're going to make it come out at the end of the year. But if that does happen, that would open up the gateway for Black Ops 2 or whatever you'd say it might be to come out on the next gen console. But
I have to say, I'd be excited about that.
Yeah, but how would it help connection? I don't see what like the console's got to do with connection.
Well, it's two things. One, it's about like the amount of fucking technical explanation.
Right.
It's about the amount of bits that you're sending over the internet and how quickly.
Before we get into this, like this is just another example of how he knows everything. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like latency because say for example, if something goes wrong in the connection, it's how long it takes to recover and to understand itself. So you've got like things like check bits and shit. But basically, all that happens is that when you think about how simple the game COD 4 looks compared to like how Modern Warfare 3 now
Very
is,
true, yeah.
and it's the exact same equipment, and so like the processing power of like a PlayStation 3 has been like 25-30% more difficult now than it was in the past, and yet you're pulling on the same information if you get my drift.
Yeah.
And it fucks me off as well that they don't like the Infinity Ward and Treyarch don't talk to each other. So Treyarch are building on their build from 2 years ago and not taking in Modern Warfare. So the connection logic should be getting this better and better all the time, but it never does. So
that's like what Modern Warfare 3 did. Really annoyed me about Black Ops. They're doing it as if the last game is Modern Warfare 2, and they're forgetting about the COD fans that see it all as the same series. So it's like, they take it out. They didn't have the same like player card and all Black Ops had. I didn't like Black Ops, but the things they added were very good. Like they added the flag captures and stuff, and they've just got rid of that. And Modern Warfare 3 kind of felt like a step backward. But how about this, right? I think, in my opinion, it's not just all that. I'm just bored of the series in general. I'm bored of Modern Warfare, and I'm bored of even World at War. I would like to see it done again by Treyarch. But what do you think of either a futuristic COD or like a Civil War in America type COD?
I was saying to you earlier, I think the Civil War problem is you've got to take like 35-40 seconds to reload a gun.
Yeah.
So that would be interesting. But yeah, you're right, they've got to do something, because it's like movies. If every fucking movie that comes out is a gangster movie, then the next year they bring out something else, because you can't have the same genre over and over again. So they've got to do something. Fuck knows what it's going to be. Maybe they go Skyrim and have swords and sorcery and some shit.
I don't think Call of Duty will ever go to that stage, like sorcery and stuff. But what about futuristic though? Do you think that's be too much like Halo and stuff?
Well, I think they're probably worried about that, because I don't think they want to cross over, do they? And I think there's things like, the way that the gun's handled and stuff, and the action, I think is very specific to Call of Duty, and I reckon the problem with being so successful is that you're worried about changing.
That's very true, yeah.
Modern Warfare 3 has made so much money, even though people hate it. They're going to do exactly the same thing next time. I can't imagine they're going to change it that much, because they don't think there's any point in having a risk. Yeah. One day they'll bring out a game and it'll flop, and then they will change. But until then, I don't think it will happen.
Yeah. Well, it's going to happen at some stage. People are going to get bored. But one thing that I would love to see them do, and this is why I love Far Cry 2, why not do something like the wars in Africa? It's a completely different, feed into the game. Like, I don't know if did you ever play? You played, you didn't play Far Cry.
No, I never played it. The only thing I've seen is your video, actually.
Yeah. I really think Call of Duty in Africa would work really well. This is 8.5 minutes. Oh my god! Right, okay. So play this, guys. With TopperGecko, what games you getting this year, and I'm gonna be posting on your channel.
Well, I'm going to do a lot of football, because that's what I'm really interested in. So FIFA 12, I'm going to do some Dark Souls playthrough. I've just got that game.
Dark Souls, what's that?
It's kind of like an RPG scroller type game, one of those Japanese type things.
Yeah.
So that's going to be something a little bit different. And anything that people want and they say they want, any reaction that I get, I always do. So just for fun, ladies and gentlemen, just for fun.
Hope you'll be doing GTA 5. Better do that.
Yeah, fuck, if it comes out, I totally forgot about that.
Oh, I forgot about that too. Sure. Yeah, it might not come out till like next April type time, March, but hopefully it'll come out this year. But anyway, guys, this has been TopperGecko on Maxwell N Friends. Seriously, go sub to him. He needs 100 subs. If 2 of you even don't sub to him, I'm just gonna close this channel.
Help me!
Help him, please! And it's been a pleasure having you on, Ron. I just called you Ron. No,
He's out with me. Stalk me now. They're gonna stalk me. Thanks, Maxwell. I really appreciate it, mate. Appreciate the charity, and love the channel.
It's not a charity, it's good having you on, man. You're a very interesting person to listen to, very knowledgeable. You're like that granda that you just sit and listen to. Right, this is just ending dragging on. Let's keep it under 10 minutes. Guys, it's been Maxwell TopperGecko on the most phenomenal channel on YouTube. Usual rate, comment, subscribe, and see you all later.
See you later.